Take a second to pause. Sincerely, how often have you just wanted to escape this week? You want to get away from the noise, your to-do list, and the sense that you're carrying the entire world on your shoulders. You want to be successful, but all you get is burnout. The majority of people believe that escaping chaos is the key to inner peace. They believe, I'd be calm if I just had more money, a better job, or fewer problems. What if, however, I told you that was a lie? What if mastering how you react to the chaos is the key? Imagine gracefully overcoming every obstacle, gaining more strength and tenacity with each passing day. This is not just wishful thinking. It is a skill that can be learned, as the book Steel Mind, Soft Heart demonstrates. Hello, my name is Paris Devdare, and I'd like to welcome you back to PX Summary Central, where we cut through the noise to provide you with the specific information you need to build the life you want. This is essential if you are between the ages of 18 and 30, because we are living in one of the most stressful and distracting times in history. This powerful guide has been broken down into 5 lessons that can't be broken. These lessons will show you how to be steel mind, soft heart, completely unshakable in a crisis, but compassionate enough to connect, heal, and thrive. In the next 10 minutes, you're going to unlock 1. The control illusion, how to find peace by accepting what you can't control. 2. The guiltless boundary, a 3-step script for setting limits without feeling like an awful person. 3. Rewiring your resilience, the single daily practice to calm a nervous system fried by anxiety and burnout. 4. Loving without losing you, how to show up fully in relationships without disappearing into them. 5. The forgiveness power-up, the true secret to letting go that doesn't require forgetting. Let's dive into lesson number 1. It's the one that changes everything. Topic 1. The control illusion, embracing uncertainty. Okay, let's get started on the first and perhaps most crucial step toward an unbreakable mind, dispelling the belief that we are in control. Think about it. Whenever you feel stressed, overwhelmed, or anxious, what's your first instinct? To grip more tightly. You try to control your friend's behavior, your boss's erratic mood, the economy, or the precise outcome of a project that is way behind schedule. And what takes place? You get tired. You become enraged. You deplete your mental resources. Steel mind, soft heart teaches us that in a chaotic world, our primary source of suffering is our instinct to control everything. We are always unsuccessful in our fight to bring order to a universe that is fundamentally random. The steel mind isn't built by winning every battle. It's built by choosing which battles to fight. Acceptance is the key here. Acceptance is not the same as defeat. Acceptance is a significant transfer of power. It is a liberating realization that once you stop fighting the reality of a situation, such as the fact that your project is truly late or that a person is truly unreliable, you can use the energy you wasted fighting resistance to take action. This brings us to the section's most useful tool, worrying about politics. What other people think of us, past errors, or upcoming catastrophes consumes 99% of our time in our circle of concern, things over which we have no control. Anxiety thrives in this environment. Focusing on your circle of influence, your effort, attitude, morning routine, self-talk, and boundaries are the few high-leverage things you can control, according to the Steel Mind practice. The step: for the next 24 hours, whenever you experience an increase in anxiety, I want you to ask yourself, is this in my circle of influence? If the answer is no, you acknowledge the concern and you immediately pivot to the one thing you can control in that moment, your next small intentional action. That pivot is resilience. This shift from concern to influence is what gives you the courage to set firm boundaries, which perfectly introduces our subsequent lesson, the guiltless boundary. Topic 2, the guiltless boundary. We just talked about how your attitude and effort can control your internal world. Now, let's safeguard it. For the majority of you watching, your lack of boundaries is the primary drain on your energy, leaving you feeling exploited and guilty. The doormat is not the soft heart. You can be compassionate and loving with your soft heart, but your steel mind needs to draw a line to protect that ability. If you feel guilty when you say no, you have bought into the lie that your worth is determined by how useful you are to other people. A 3-step script that removes emotion from the delivery and makes the boundary about a personal policy rather than a rejection of the other person is the key to a guiltless boundary. This is something you can give to your boss, a friend, or even your family. Step 1, the gratitude hook, soft heart. To demonstrate that the soft heart is present, begin with sincere appreciation. I really appreciate you thinking of me for this, for instance, or I value our friendship, which is why I need to be honest with you, are 2 examples of phrases. Step 2, the clear, direct no. Steel mind. The steel mind moment has arrived. You need to be blunt. No apologizing minimizing, no over-explaining, no shrinking. Make a statement about your priorities or schedule. An example of a phrase would be, "But I won't be able to stay beyond 5 p.m. today," or "Right now, I'm not taking on any new projects." Step 3. The policy alternative bridge. The why for resilience. The most crucial step is this one. You frame the no as a commitment to a larger policy, your own resilience, rather than an event. Offer an alternative if appropriate. "This is a time I've committed to deep focus work," or "I'm protecting my evening rest so I can show up as my best self for you tomorrow," are 2 examples of phrases. However, tomorrow morning, I can assist you with X. 2 messages are being conveyed by using this script. I see you, soft heart, and I protect my own energy, steel mind. You are modeling how others should treat you, which is necessary for maintaining emotional resilience over time. Topic 3. Rewiring your resilience. Calming the nervous system. You've started building your steel mind by focusing on influence and setting boundaries. However, let's face it, after years of stress, anxiety, or exhaustion, your body isn't paying attention. The panic setting is basically stuck in your nervous system. Rewiring your physical response to stress is the deepest level of resilience, according to Steel Mind, Soft Heart. It's not just about being calm, it's also about telling your body right now that you are safe. The anchor breath, a straightforward, scientifically supported method that activates your vagus nerve, the information superhighway between your brain and your gut, is the most effective tool for this. The key to transitioning from fight or flight to rest and digest is this nerve. The anchor breath technique. Box breathing variation. Inhale. Breathe in slowly for a count of 4. Visual. Green circle expanding. Hold. Hold the breath gently for a count of 4. Visual. Circle steady. Exhale. Exhale slowly through pursed lips for a count of 6. Visual. Circle. Shrinking slowly, emphasizing the longer exhale. Hold. Pause before inhale or inhaling for a count of 2. Visual. Pause. Clear space. The secret is taking a longer exhale. It's a direct message to your nervous system that says, the threat is over. You can relax now. This can be done in the shower, at your desk, or before a difficult conversation. Using the breath to get away from the emotional storm is part of the soft heart practice. When you feel a wave of panic or anger, that's your body giving you information. Use the anchor breath to pause rather than immediately identifying with the emotion and acting out. Your steel mind moment is here. It enables you to observe your emotions rather than becoming a victim of them. After that, you can softly tell yourself, I am having a thought that I am anxious, but I am safe right now. It fundamentally rewires your response to the smallest stressors in life, and it combines clarity with compassion. Every morning, begin with 3 minutes of this breath. It is merely a daily dose of internal stability, not a treatment. Topic 4. Loving without losing. Your friendships, partnerships, and family ties are all things we long for. But here's the paradox most people face. The more you love, the more vulnerable you feel, and the more you risk losing your own identity. The classic struggle is going from having those clear, guiltless boundaries, topic 2, to suddenly letting them dissolve the moment you fall for someone or feel deeply connected to a friend. You give up time, don't take care of yourself, and start living life on their terms. This is a fast track to emotional exhaustion. Steel Mind, Soft Heart's concept of loving without losing you teaches us that the best love is not 2 halves making a whole. Rather, it is 2 wholes standing strong together. The soft heart is about radical empathy, but self-compassion must be the foundation. If you don't have any money, you can't give sustainably. When you are securely connected to your own needs, thanks to the clarity from your steel mind, your empathy for others becomes clean. It's not motivated by fear of abandonment or a need for approval. It's genuine generosity. The empathy check-in. The soft heart asks, can I genuinely meet this need without sacrificing a core need of my own, rather than immediately responding yes to a request? You return to the guiltless boundary script from topic 2 if the answer is no. By mandating non-negotiable time, the steel mind helps you remain trustworthy in relationships. This is time you set aside for your circle of influence, which includes your personal projects, health, rest, and silence. They learn to respect their own commitments when they see that you respect them as well. You are demonstrating resilience. Importantly, your independence, not your dependence, is what makes your relationship strong. The non-negotiable practice. Schedule a specific time, even 30 minutes daily, for a personal, non-negotiable activity. Reading, working out, silence. Communicate this clearly. I'm unavailable from 7 to 7:30 p.m. because that's my workout time. Do not compromise this time, especially when your partner or friend is testing the boundary. You achieve that powerful balance by maintaining firm firm boundaries, steel mind, and empathetic connections, soft heart. You love deeply because you are confident in who you are. Topic 5. The Forgiveness Power-Up. The Forgiveness Power-Up is the final and most transformative lesson in developing unbreakable resilience. Now, when you hear the word forgiveness, you probably think of letting go of the person who hurt you, and right away, your steel mind says, no way, they have no right to. However, steel mind, soft heart teaches us that genuine forgiveness is unrelated to the offender. It is only done for one's own benefit. Resentment, rage, and holding grudges are like drinking poison and waiting for the other person to die, according to the steel mind. That energy you use to replay the argument, plan retribution, or simply feel resentment, that's energy stolen from your circle of influence. Topic 1. Forgiveness is simply the strategic decision to release the energy drain. It's cutting the chain tethering you to the past event. It's acknowledging that the event occurred, that you learned from it, and that you have decided not to pay the emotional interest on that debt any longer. I forgive you, not because you deserve it, but because I deserve peace, declares the steel mind. The soft heart applies this power most importantly to yourself. We are often hardest on ourselves for mistakes, misjudgments, or failed boundaries. Your soft heart recognizes that you are human, that you are still learning, and that self-flagellation is pointless. Self-hatred cannot serve as the foundation for resilience. Looking back at yourself and saying, I did the best I could with the knowledge and tools I had at the time, and I am learning now, is the most profound act of forgiveness. This is the ultimate compassion that prevents hardening your heart. The final step in getting rid of emotional clutter is to forgive. This makes room for the energy, creativity, and calm that truly make a steel mind, soft heart. So let's quickly recap the 5 secrets to mastering emotional resilience. 1. The control illusion. Focus only on your circle of influence. 2. The guiltless boundary. Protect your energy with the 3-step script. 3. Rewiring your resilience. Use the anchor breath to reset your nervous system. 4. Loving without losing you. Maintain non-negotiable time for self. 5. The forgiveness power-up. Release resentment because you deserve peace. You must apply these principles if you are ready to stop surviving and start living with that grounded strength and fearless softness. Which lesson are you putting into practice today? Let me know in the comments below. If you want even more quick, actionable insights every single day, come join the PX Summary Central community. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram through the links in the description. That's where I share the quick wins that don't make it into these longer videos. And speaking of high leverage skills, your time is just as important as your emotional energy. If you're ready to stop wasting hours and start maximizing your day, you need to watch my video on Master Your Time. I've linked it right here on the screen and in the description box below. It's the perfect companion to this resilience summary. To keep the momentum going, I've organized all my best lessons into a dedicated self-help playlist. It's packed with guides on productivity, mindset, and confidence. Everything you need to build that unbreakable life. Click that playlist now and let's keep the transformation going. To ensure that you don't miss the next summary, make sure to subscribe to PX Summary Central and press the bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.